Okay, so we're gonna switch it up with the whole video thing, and I've told Nathan that I had an idea, and we're going to ask each other some questions, and neither one of us knows the question, therefore we don't know the answer, and we're just gonna see where this goes, so. Okay, well there's no denying it that you and I both love Vietnam and have fallen in love with this country. But why, Nathan? Why?
Why?
Why do you love it?
Oh my goodness, there's too many things to say. Let me see. I'll start with the climate is amazing. The landscape is lush and green, which brings lots of oxygen to you. The food is, well, look at us. Everybody has been helpful in everything, and it's easy to travel in. We haven't felt threatened by anything, anybody, even just leaving here a few minutes ago and leaving our laptop and our phone and our sunglasses and everything sitting on the beach and heading in the water. It's like, it's no big deal here. Whereas in Mexico, I wouldn't do that so much even. Or other countries we've traveled to. Thailand, wouldn't do that. But here, everybody's very respectful. And yeah. Sums it up.
Sweet. Thanks. Okay. What is it's kind of a two-part question. That's why I'm stumbling over it. Two-part question. Yeah, well, okay. What is something that exceeded your expectations? And then what is something that didn't meet your expectations of Vietnam? Not Cambodia, but Vietnam.
Wait, you put me on the spot. I gotta take a minute here.
Take a minute, it's fine.
What exceeded my expectation was the ease of travel in Vietnam. It was, and is, 1,000 times easier to get around and interact with the people than what I initially imagined. That had been really hard, stumbling over all the language barriers and getting from places, being stuck in like dirty places when that wasn't the case at all. It was all wonderful and easy peasy. Hop on a bus, get on a train, get on a bike, get on a scooter, go here, get on a plane, get on a train, get on a bus, get on that train. Anyways, that's that. What didn't? I would have to say, hey, you're like really putting on my face. I'm gonna like this. Okay. Would probably be, I was expecting, even though the food was the best food I've had in the world, I was expecting it to be spicier. So that didn't meet my expectations. As a matter of fact, I personally order a raw chili with my food and nibble on it so that I get the spice out of the food that I'm looking for.
Cool.
Good enough?
Good enough?
This one might take some thinking and it might not. Now, is there one person that you've met along the way on this trip that you feel has significantly touched you in a certain way? Like somebody you've met on the side of the street that you just connected with on a deeper level, or someone, well, like that, pretty much. Have you come across anybody on this trip that you...
Yes, are you going to be here on Thursday?
I don't think so. No, we're leaving on Thursday, actually.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to have a rooftop pool party, 3 o'clock.
No.
Sorry.
We'll be on a plane. We'll be on a plane. Thanks, though.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
stay for the rooftop pool party?
Let's just stay for the rooftop pool party.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Okay. Yeah. I was most blown away at my own response to when we went to the orphanage in when we just started getting into the jungle area and I met the girls. I was humbled by their camaraderie and their sisterhood that they have, and I knew I would always like have a soft spot for if we went to an orphanage. Like I know that would be like hard and genuine and happy and everything like that, but I like didn't actually know how much it would affect me, and they affected me probably in a much deeper way than I could have imagined, just because of the way they're getting through their life. And it wasn't the way they treated me, it was me observing them in their own environment, and that was definitely touching.
Good. I didn't expect that one. I expected the little girl. I expected the little girl with the flat tire. We had a flat tire. On the side of the road.
Oh, there's so many. I can't choose just one.
For you, you're gonna give one piece of advice to somebody who's coming to Vietnam. What would that one piece of advice be? Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. 1.
Easy. Because it's the first thing that came to my head, and because it's the thing that I practiced this time. And that is eating appropriately to where you are. If you are by an ocean, you should eat seafood. Fresh caught seafood. It's always available. Soups with seafood. Barbecue seafood. Absolutely. As soon as you head inland and ocean is far away, eat chicken or beef or pork, because it is much more fresh and much more available in the countryside. As well as taking Paragard and probiotics, because that is a super big help, as sometimes you might have a twinge in your stomach that goes away, even if you're eating according to where you're staying. But if you weren't taking vitamins, it would be disastrous. So that's what I say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Relevant.
Question?
About if when we go home from our vacation from Vietnam, what will you take with you that you like about yourself here, that you practice here, that you don't practice at home? What are you going to take home with you?
I'm going to drive on the opposite side of the road whenever I want. And I'm not going to use signal lights. And I'm just going to pull out onto the road without even looking.
Okay.
On a serious note, I'm probably going to take, I think I might take my mornings, like I've been taking to myself, as more of my meditation time. I go off on myself every morning for an hour or so. I kind of like that, so I think I might take that home with me. Even though I don't have to do that by myself anyways, but I'm going to keep that up. I'll probably turn it into like maybe the gym time. So that's what I think I'll take home.
Sweet.
I have one for you. What do you think you learned the most about yourself on this trip?
Well, it's been really interesting to watch myself like react and respond, and just how quickly and differently that can be from moment to moment, and trying to be an observer of that, because a lot of times we're in situations that are like random or unexpected or could be presumed uncomfortable or amazing, and just being kind of ready for all of that and accepting it all. That makes sense?
What did you learn most about yourself?
What did I learn most?
Yes, what do you feel like you've learned most about yourself?
Oh.
That was kind of a roundabout
Oh, the
way of getting out of answering the
travel. The traveling makes me happy.
yourself.
That's what I learned about myself, is that I learned and confirmed that traveling makes me super happy.
It makes everybody happy.
And I love it. That answers it.
Maybe.
What do you think? What would be your answer to the question?
I would say that the ability to adapt to constant changing situations is what I would say about that. Because
That's what I said!
thrown onto a scooter in the middle of traffic, to winding mountain roads, to new hotels, to new places all the time. It's just adapting to new surroundings.
Yes, so you believe that you've developed an adaptation.
That's not my question, it's your question.
Oh, I don't know.
It's your question.
I thought that's what I said. Okay, well, I totally agree with you. And I feel like that's what I said, but we just both said it in our own ways. Love you.